So we've got a scene here where they meet in the middle here with this tungsten light. So this is going to be our practical light. And then up here, I just want to add, make it a little bit nicer. Now this is obviously going to be a harsh light, but I've got this little dome here that I can flag off as well, so it won't spill the light too much. But I might not actually use the dome. I might take it all off and have it a bit harsher because that's what the light would actually do. But I just want to see what it looks like. Okay, so we've got our light set up over there. So I'm going to use this Astra Helios tube. I'm going to stick it here. Luckily, these are already here. But what I've also got, I've got these little, can't remember what you call them, but these little strips. And then I've got adhesive tape on either side. So you can actually stick it to certain places. Obviously, these are being used a few too many times, so I can't do it at the moment. But yeah, just going to stick that right there. And then down here, I've got the haze machine. So I'm just going to flick that on. And what that does is, this is like the sort of magic, like the magic weapon, if you want to call it that, for sort of cinematography. Because if there's light here, there's now going to be light here, 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 here. So this section here wasn't blue before. This section was blue, but this section here wasn't blue. So this it's just a little magic trick. And then we'll turn that off, and then we'll give it a bit of a wave. So the actor will be here. And what's so good about this is that this is blue, and then this is tungsten. So very contrasting colours, which is a very cinematic. So obviously tungsten and fluorescent in films are, you know, awesome.
Are we going to shoot any of that from that way?
No, don't think so, because I've got all my filming equipment there. Yeah, I'd rather shoot this way because then we've got the practical light there.
Okay, cool.
And also because the light is on that side of your face, so I always try to shoot in the opposite direction.
Okay.
Yeah, but that way's got more depth. So usually I would say, let me put the key light that way, because I could just put the key light that way, but no. Lovely. Okay. And then if you could clip this to your, do you have a belt, or you can put it in your back pocket or something? Yep.
It's not going to get in the way of...
No, we'll make that work. And then Luke will do the same for you. And then talk.
Yeah. Does that sound a lot better?
Yeah, much better. No more rustling. Okay, so I'm going to turn yours off for a second. And then Alex, if you wouldn't mind coming here a second. And then yours is there. Okay, and then say some words.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
No, I cannot. Can I just, if you turn around, I just want to get to your, if you give it to me a second. Yeah. So these are synced on another channel, that's why. So, that was not pretty. I'm not sure why that did that.
It was literally silence, and it just...
Yeah, because it was pairing, basically. So I got the Zoom H6 with 2 Rode wireless mics. I've put the mics hidden under their clothes, try to avoid the rustle. I wanted to go for that instead of the boom, just because there's moving actors. I'm a one-man band, and there's extra setup time, using a lot of lights, there's a lot of shadows, and it's just another piece of equipment to avoid, basically. So I've got these headphones with me. I got this little wide coat piece here that I picked up from Production Gear Limited earlier. And so that just holds all 3, which is quite nice. You can also pull it at the bottom as well. If you had more of these, you can put them at the bottom because it just takes standard hot shoes. I've also got this XLR splitter. You probably shouldn't really do that, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I've got this small headphone jack to XLR. And that goes into a splitter, and that means I can have 2 channels of audio per actor, one a little bit lower than the next, especially on this sort of film where you want someone to having them at the normal level, and then if they decide to shout, that's when a lot of these lower end productions sort of fail. The smaller, sort of more inexperienced crews. So that's sort of like keeping us safer there, really. I need to monitor this when I'm shooting, so just like that. Should be fine. Oh, yeah, I can hear you. I keep the axe facing that way. I know it's only when you're confident, and Alex is confident, that will turn it around. Yep, give him space 4. Yep, cool.
Jake. Jake! Jesus Christ. Jake! Can you hear me calling you?
We've got this practical light here, and then we've got this little light here to add a little bit more light into the scene. What's so good about this as well is the Aladdin 1x1. When the actor stands here, because he's more aggressive, we want harsher light on him. So that's why I got him to stand here. So the light is, it's more harsh and a little bit, whereas the rest of the light, it isn't so soft. Whereas the actress, because she's standing over here, there's more, well, she's actually more standing here, there's softer lighting. And that's because she's more innocent and stuff like that. So the scene's quite cool. I've never done a scene like this before where I've transitioned from a really cool lighting setup over to a warmer lighting setup. And I think it just sort of kind of adds something cool to it. Because originally I was just going to have him in the cool and the lady in the warmer. Okay, so I've just got this this new clamp that I got from Production Gear. They're actually pretty good because they let me know exactly what I needed to get there. I also got this Westcott 6x6. Probably be using it again later as a 4x4 potentially. But yeah, these clamps are really good. I actually wasted money by getting clamps off Amazon before. And because I wasn't there in the showroom, Production Gear's showroom to test it out and stuff, I essentially lost. I think those clamps were about 45 quid, so I essentially lost £90, pretty much because I wanted to shop online. And yeah, I could have given them back, I could have sent them back, but by the time I'd actually, tested them, they'd all been scratched up. So yeah, sometimes it's just better just to go into the shop. And Production Gear, the guys are pretty helpful, and I feel pretty comfortable around them and stuff. So yeah, definitely worth checking them out and saving a bit. Sometimes you save money by actually going into store. It's not always cheaper to go online, just because it's you're saving time as well going into store. So I always prefer going there. I did this wrong. But yeah, so for this scene we're going to put this up. We're going to tilt it, and then this will diffuse the sun, which is over there, and then we're going to try to do it all in one shot on the slider. And then I've misplaced my little cable inside, so I can't actually extend it, but we're going to try one continuous shot and get it all done. And that for a show reel scene as well, which is why this is for. These are I think these are the two best actors I've actually worked with, I'll be honest. I'm not just saying that. So I know they can. Oh fuck! I know they can deliver like a one continuous take rather than cutting it and in and out and stuff. So yeah, but now we just need to loosen that, and then kick that out of the way because that's in my way. Is that tight? Let's just double check it's all tight. Tight. Cool. And then I just need to get some sandbags because that's not really how you should really be doing that. So what we'll do is we'll be entering your world actually. So I'll probably come from over there. I don't know. But yeah, it's just going to be sliding. And it's going to be really dramatic, and yeah, so there's no pressure to get it all spot on. But you guys are wicked actors, so. Huh? Did you do something to it? Yeah, it does need to be on the set number. I've interviewed Nick Clegg on one of those as well, and he did 3 different things to make it not come out like the audio. Like I've got the audio, but at the start he pressed the mute button. He accidentally took the plug out. and he did all sorts. I'm like, what, you're a bit crafty. I don't know, like there was nothing negative about what the interview was about. And he couldn't even talk about what we wanted him to talk about anyway, so it's kind of like...
There's something unusual.
Modern day travelers.
But just
Done
not.
that gypsy thing, didn't you?
I
We've got our long slider here, entering their world. We've got our diffusion over there. We've got this flag here to block the sunlight getting onto the monitor, so I can actually make sure it's in focus. Originally we're shooting that way, but now we've just changed it to this way. There's a little bit of light on the actress, but I think it might be quite cool. You can see the squim in shot in the reflection, but I think it's a lot better than any other alternative, and you can't really tell it's a squim. So if you're just a normal viewer and not a cinematographer or something, then it's like, don't even know what that is. It's actually quite nice. I'd actually opt for it. It's actually because it blocks. It's like some. I like it basically. But yeah, this is all one shot on the slider, and yeah, it's looking very nice.
It's dark, okay? I don't know what you've been doing. Why are you being so weird?
Okay, that's what I'm doing. These guys are taking a piss.
What did you say?
Nothing, Jake. It's dark, okay? I don't know.
Okay, so I've got a scene with a doorway. So an actor there. We're shooting over the head. Above here, we've got a little Aladdin light again. This is it's on a Manfrotto auto pole with a clamp. This is all from production gear as well. And then, so that's what it looks like with without the light. That's with the light. It's quite cool without the light, but there's not enough exposure because the background is is quite overexposed. So we do need this light to help. And you do still get a bit of the shadow in the middle. Well, I'd say more. You get more of the highlights on the side, which is quite nice. Yeah, and it's high enough, so it's hiding him. Over here we're on the 70-200. The reason I want to do this because I want to go 200mm at 2.8. Got an ND filter I literally just picked up from Production Gear today, and this gives you a really nice condensed look to it. And that's exactly what I want because this is all the other shots I've been using the 35 deliberately, trying to get in the face quite a bit, and now it's now it's just like boom. And I actually watched a film called Alfie with Jude Law, and one of the ending shots, it was all a compressed that's the word, compressed background with nice lighting in the background, and that's why I decided that's what gave me the inspiration for this one. So I'm hoping to just get one shot here, turn it around, get a shot of Alex, the actor, and then get a close up of the box, get a close up of the wind chimes, and then should be good to go. Even that looks quite cool. Yeah, we'll have. Oh, damn, Luke, you're a sexy guy. So went high up here, so we get this nice golden bokeh in the background there. I'm not sure if you can see, and then that just makes it a little bit more angelic and stuff. It helps with the light up there as well. And then I've got this just this flag here just to block the sun, so I can actually check the focus. And just keep the sun out of my eyes. So yeah, it's nifty. That's from Production Gear as well. So yeah, cool.